Hi, welcome. Thank you all for coming out tonight. And as Jordan said, my name is Betty Smith and I'm with Humble Yarn, where your creativity unwinds. And I want to touch base with you just for a few minutes about family and traditions. Nothing means more to me than spending time with my family and carrying on traditions. And one of my fondest memories is of my grandmother teaching me how to crochet when I was 6 years old. I can remember going to school and I'd have my hook and my yarn and I'd be sitting with my back against the school building while other kids are playing on the playground. I'm crocheting, busy away, making my chain. And by the end of the day, I would have no yarn left, but I would have this mile-long chain, and I couldn't wait to take it home and show Grandma what I had done so she could teach me the next step. Well, as the years have gone by, I've got a family of my own, my husband, my son, my daughter and her family. And my daughter, I taught to crochet when she was very young as well. Her children, Madison and Morgan, her 4-year-old daughter, will come to me and she'll say, "Nana, I want to make a hat just like you." And I'll give her a piece of string and a yarn and a hook, and I'll get all ready to show her how to start her chain, and she'll say, "No, Nana, I got to do it my way." So I guess it's a 4-year-old thing, right? They got to do everything their way. So I just let her go with it, and she'll twist it and twirl it until she gets it all knotted up, and then she gets bored with it and she'll put it down and go on. But I know that someday, soon enough, she's going to be able to make that chain, and she's going to have that mile-long chain. She's going to come to me and want to know the next step. So that's my family there. I brought this blanket up with me. My grandmother crocheted this blanket back in the 1970s, and as you can see, it's very worn. We've got some wools that's felted and shrank over the years. We have some acrylics and cottons that have stretched and relaxed through the years. And back in the 70s, I'm sure they didn't have much of a choice on the yarn that they chose, the fibers, the colors, things like that. They just didn't have that opportunity. Well, at Humble Yarn, we want to offer a better variety and more choices so that when we hand down these through generations, they last a lot longer, and they can be passed further down the road. At Humble Yarn, like I said, we want to offer a higher quality yarn, give you a bigger variety. You can go to Walmart, Joann's, Hancock Fabrics, and you just don't have the choice and the colors. They may not have somebody there who can help you with what your problem is, help you pick out the proper yarn, help you with a problem on your pattern, that kind of thing. But we want to be able to offer that at Humble Yarn. When you walk into our store, first of all, we're going to be local. You won't have to drive 35 or 40 miles away to be able to get the products that you want, and then possibly have to hit 2 or 3 stores in order to find all the one color that you need. So we're going to be local. We want you to feel at home. When you come in our doors, we want you to feel that warm, inviting atmosphere. If you want to pull up a chair, grab a seat on the couch, have a cup of coffee, pull out your hook and your yarn and start crocheting or knitting, or just come in for the company. If you're by yourself and you don't like to crochet by yourself or knit, come on in. I'd be glad to have you spend some time with me. We are going to help, again, like I said, with patterns and stitches, keep up to date on all of the new things, the Tunisian stitches, the Bavarian stitches, the crocodile stitch, all those things that are new. We'll be able to help you do those. Find new inspiration if you're looking for a specific project for a family member and you need some help picking that out. Come on in, we can do that as well. You can't get all of that at Michael's. You may not be able to get that at Hobby Lobby, but you can come to Humble Yarn and you'll get that opportunity. Up and coming trends, whether it's the potato chip scarves that have been so popular, the slouch hats, or the ponchos that are coming back, we'll have all that information available for you. Classes will be beginner to advanced in crochet and beginner knitting classes as well. And one of the things that we want to do with our classes is offer the opportunity for community service members who are community service hours. Someone who needs to do some community service hours can come into our shop, take one of the classes. Those hours are taken care of, plus they donate what they made to a charitable organization. So that's kind of a twofold thing there. The charity wins, the member wins by getting their community service hours over with, and they get to earn some self-esteem and learn a craft and learn a trade. So I'm looking forward to being able to do that as well. I want to encourage creativity through ongoing classes, so I'm going to be able to keep classes going pretty much all the time. Again, the community service hours, local charities. I want to be able to work with our local charities, March of Dimes, Relay for Life, and some of the hospitals as well. Crochet and knit-a-thons, again, with March of Dimes and Relay for Life, things that community members can get together and crochet and knit, donate those proceeds to our charities. College students, this was a big one for me to find out that our college students are so interested in crocheting and knitting today. A lot of times they're so far from home that they don't have anywhere to go off campus to unwind and relax after a stressful day. So our shop is going to offer the opportunity for them to come in, take some classes, some less stressful classes, and just take the load off of themselves and come and meet some people that they may not meet otherwise, especially if they're not local. Our veterans and their caregivers, we've got a lot of veterans coming back from war, and being a veteran myself and having my children as veterans as well. We are facing a lot of PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorders, traumatic brain injuries, and crochet and knitting has been proven to be a stress reliever because of the repetitive motion that you do when you're crocheting and knitting. So I want to be able to provide the opportunity for our veterans, our veterans to come in and find something that they can focus on and spend some time with, as well as their caregivers. A lot of times the caregivers are thrown into a situation that is not in their control, so they need to be able to get away and find something that they can do on their own. I do not have a location as of yet. Did I skip? I skipped one. Nope. Okay, I'm good. I do not have a physical location yet. I've been kind of waiting to get through this class before I storm the banks financially and ask for their assistance, but I have gone ahead and received my business license. I have my employee ID number, my sales tax information is all taken care of. I have purchased a catalog from one of the companies, wholesale companies that I'll be ordering the yarn from, which you'll find back there on the table if you want to take a look at it later. And I am continuing some of my classes as well through the Yarn Craft Council to become a master crocheter so that I can have that certification hanging on the wall in the store. I'm also taking some classes through Annie's Attic and Craftsy online, if anybody knows anything about those, to continue with the crocodile stitch, Tunisian stitches. There's all kinds of new stitches out there every day, so I'm kind of keeping up with those. And then once I finish those, I'm planning on going and getting my master's in knitting as well. Since I'm a beginning knitter myself, I'm still learning a lot of those things. So, but that's what I have to offer. And I just want to take this opportunity to say how excited I am to be able to open up a store that's going to be local and have everything that we need right there in one spot that we can come to as a community. And you've got what you need. You've got the help that you need, and we can inspire each other and just be a big, nice group that comes together and helps out our community. And I want to thank Jordan and Sierra, Sarah, Wesley, everyone for all their hard work and dedication to this class. I know it means a lot to me. I was struggling before I came here, and I had a hard time. I felt like I was treading water a lot. But you guys have been a big help, and I appreciate everything that you've done. You've brought me a long way, and I appreciate it.